Welcome aboard, sir.
What is that? Only pilots are supposed to wear those, not flight attendants.
You are correct, sir. However, I am not a flight attendant. I'm Captain Julie Billings. I'll be flying you to Orlando today.
Come on, stop playing around. Where's the real pilot?
I am the real pilot. Now, if you wouldn't mind, we have other passengers boarding behind you.
Seriously? A woman pilot? Oh, that's just perfect. What is this world coming to? How can you just sit there being so calm?
What are you talking about?
There's an affirmative action hire flying the plane. Doesn't that make you a little nervous?
I'm sorry?
The pilot's a woman! Can you believe it? I mean, women can hardly drive cars, let alone operate complicated machines like airplanes.
Yeah, well, I'm sure she's more than qualified.
No chance. This is just the airline trying to score PR points by putting an affirmative action hire above the safety of their passengers.
That's a little misogynistic.
It's not misogyny. It's self-preservation. I have no desire to crash into a mountain today, do you?
Wow. That's just... wow.
Ah, you're just like the rest of these softies. Okay, this is ridiculous. We're already 10 minutes behind schedule. What is she doing up there? Her nails?
How may I help you, sir?
Why are we delayed? What is the pilot doing? Her makeup or something?
There are thunderstorms over Kansas. We have to deviate around them. The captain and the tower are putting together a new flight plan.
Okay, look, I have a very important meeting to get to. It's the kind of meeting that can make or break my career. I cannot afford to miss it because the pilot got lost trying to find her way to Orlando. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry. Captain Billings is great at finding ways to make up time in the air.
Just be honest with me. We're just a couple of guys talking here. How much do you hate flying with a woman?
I don't.
Come on. You and I both know you could fly this thing better than her.
Not at all. Captain Billings
Is someone who only got the job because of her gender, not her qualifications. You and I both know you could fly this thing better than her.
Not at all. Captain Billings
Is someone who only got the job because of her gender, not her qualifications.
Oh, sorry, sir. Another passenger needs my assistance.
You know what would really be helpful? Replacing the pilot with a man.
That's not possible, sir.
Possible? You know who I am. I'm a very frequent flyer. I've been a customer of this airline for over a decade. I demand a new pilot, a male pilot, or I will cause a very big scene. Got me?
I understand. One moment, please.
Excuse me, Captain. There's a gentleman there.
Yeah, I will. Thank you. Mr. Wilson, I hear you have a problem with me flying the aircraft today. Is that true?
You're darn right I do, Missy.
And what seems to be the problem?
The problem is I have a very important meeting in Orlando to get to, and I don't think you're capable of getting me there.
Because of my gender?
Yes, everyone here is thinking it. I'm just not afraid to say it. Let me point out, you've already put us behind schedule with this delay.
Sir, the delay is due to a storm. Every pilot is rerouting, not just the female ones.
Give me a break, honey.
Sir, don't call me honey. I'm a captain, a rank and a title I earned.
Earned? Mm-hmm. Oh, come off it. We all know how the world works. The airline hired a token woman to fly the plane so they could look good to their female customer base. You didn't earn anything.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Your only qualifications for this job is your lack of a Y chromosome.
If that's how you feel, I'll see what I can do about getting you a new pilot.
Finally.
That was not okay. How could you say those things to her?
Oh, please. I just said what we were all thinking. And you know it. So, where's our new pilot?
Look, sir, I've had to deal with men like you my entire career. Men who think they're better than me, or men who think they know what I can or cannot do simply based on my gender.
It's just a fact that men are better at certain things than women, flying complicated machines being one of them. Don't get mad at me for basic science.
That's the type of bigoted thinking I heard when I applied and then got accepted into the U.S. Air Force.
You were in the Air Force.
I graduated top of my class at Colorado Springs. Then I aced officer training school. And even after all of that, it still took convincing before I was accepted into police training and flight school because that field has traditionally been dominated by men. Through all of school and training, I've had to deal with men like you who put me down. Men who said I wouldn't make it because I was a woman. Do you know how many times I was told I should quit or a woman as pretty as me didn't belong in the cockpit?
We all would have been better off had you listened to them and quit.
I didn't have any mentors I could reach out to or anyone's career to emulate. I had to chart my own path just with the love of flying and determination I had not to let people like you hold me back from achieving my dreams. During the service, I flew over 30 combat missions in 3 theaters, earning medals and accolades along the way.
Right. You were in combat.
It's true. I was over there serving our country so that you could remain as closed-minded as you wished. After I served, I wanted to continue flying, so I took a job with the airline.
And for your information, she's done this job so well that she was just awarded the Harmon Trophy, which is given to the country's top aviator.
You may not like that I'm a woman, but I am the best pilot you will ever fly with, and my aircraft is the safest in the sky.
Well, that's a very nice story. And I'm sure parts of it might even be true, but the fact remains, I have a very important meeting with Charles Sloan, and I don't want to die before I get there. So get me a new pilot, or I'll sue this airline into bankruptcy! What is it? What are you smiling about?
You have a meeting with Mr. Sloan of Sloan's and Waters Enterprises? Oh boy. This is really not your day, Mr. Wilson.
What does that mean?
It means that Charles Sloan is my father. In fact, I took this shift so that I could go home for his 70th birthday.
You said your name was Billings.
That's my married name.
I see. Look, I'm sorry we got off on the wrong foot. I took a lot of cold medicine today, and I'm feeling a bit loopy, you know?
Really? Cold medicine? That's the excuse you're going with?
It's true. I didn't mean anything I was saying. I'm perfectly fine with you flying the plane. And thank you for your service.
It's too late for that. Would you be so kind to escort Mr. Wilson off the aircraft?
You're kicking me off? You can't do that!
I am simply obliging your request. You said you didn't want a female pilot, and I think the agents at the gate can find you a male pilot that is, more to your liking.
But I have a meeting!
Yeah, don't worry. I will be sure to explain to Mr. Sloan why you couldn't make it today.
Excuse me, miss?
Yes, sweetheart, how can I help you?
Do you think that I could be a pilot one day?
If I can do it, so can you. Do you want to go see the cockpit? We still have a few minutes before takeoff.
Yes.
Come on.